Come here now, girl.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your man Twist3dDrift3r. Welcome back to another episode of Forza Motorsport 6. Now, in my past few videos, guys, you have heard me talk about this IMSA race that's coming up on Forza 6 that I'm going to be participating in. For today, guys, I thought I'd show you a little bit of my practice sessions, let you guys see the car that I'm running, and let you guys determine if you want to see a full race or just a highlight reel. Now, since I know most of you won't stick around for a full hour race when that happens, what I'm going to do today is a quick 10-12 lap race, see what you guys think about that, and pretty much go from there. The way we're doing this race is a time limit, so actually what I'm going to do for this video is see if I can set it to a time limit. If not, we're going to run 10 laps. If we can, we're going to run 15 minutes. Either way, we're going to try and do that much. So, hopefully you guys enjoy the design. Without further ado, for those who have not seen under the hood of this GT3 Corvette, yes, I know it says GT1, but it is classified as a GT3. Let's pop the hood so you guys can see it. Now this is the stock motor, just so you guys know. The rules for this race is that the car has to be stock, no upgrades, and you can only tune it. Now, hopefully he allows race brakes, because that's one thing that frustrates me, is that the LMP1 cars get to customize, they get to adjust their brakes, but the GT3 cars do not get to adjust theirs. That's one thing that frustrates me. But without further ado, let's hop in her and start it up for you guys before we head out to Daytona. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the sound of that. Now sadly, with this I cannot set it, when I'm setting up the race, I cannot set it to where we have a section of LMP1 and a section of GT3s. So what I'm going to have to do is hop into, once I get the race set up, I'm going to have to set it to the modern GT sports class, which I've already done. This is the way we've got it set. Assists are over here. As you can see, we have simulation damage going to be on. Manual with clutch traction control will be on to keep this thing under control on the track. Now, there are no difficulty levels that are mandatory for this race. You can have any assists you want, but simulation will be on. So we are practicing the exact same way. Now, we will not have 24 people in the actual race, but I'm thinking that the more people that we have in practice, the more that we will have to go and overcome. And I guess for actually 7 laps, because 10 always seems to be a bit long. Car class is in the modern GT racing. So, without further ado, guys, make sure it's rear-wheel drive. Just in case there's an all-wheel drive one out there. Without further ado, let's hop onto the track, see what our competition is, and I will see you guys at Daytona. Guys, we are at the track, finally on Daytona. Let's go and take a look at the starting grid. Looks like it's full of a bunch. Okay, looks like we got the GT2s in here as well. They're leading the front of the pack. Now, originally I was going to pick a Ford GT, guys, as you saw me racing in that one video. But the thing is with the Ford GT is, even though it's got a higher PI class, it's got everything. The thing is, it's high-end speed sucks, and I could just not fine-tune it to where it would be competitive against the Corvette. So that's why I picked the Corvette. I finally dialed her in after lots of practice. We're still practicing, trying to get this thing in working condition to where she will be perfectly competitive. So that's what this practice is all about, guys. Without further ado, let's hop into this. And just to show you guys, no mods, because I personally hate mods. So here we go. Let's hop into this race and get things going. No restarts, and here we go, guys. And we are just getting rammed in the rear end, sadly. And the McLaren slowed down too much. Probably should have practiced against AI, but sadly online you can't guarantee whether someone's going to be running upgrades or not. Now that's the big thing with this, is you cannot have upgrades. Now I am hosting a practice session tomorrow, guys. That will probably be an hour long. I'll probably record the first 10 laps of that for you guys. If I can get enough people, I'll record that. Right now I've only got 3 people interested. If I can get more, like 7 to 10 people interested, I will go and definitely host that for you guys and record it. That way you guys can see me practicing against real people. But it all depends on if I get enough people interested in that. Now my only gripe about the Corvette over the GT is the visibility. So that's kind of depressing about that. But the good thing is that the visibility is still decent enough to see out of. And it's kind of more aggressive if you think about it. So I do like that. It gives it more of a hardcore feel. Now I know I don't have to race in first person, but in my opinion I find it more immersive. So without further ado, let's go and keep this going. And we took that turn 1 way too fast, right outside. Let that Corvette get around. Now the thing is we are doing this, as I said, full regulation of IMSA rules pretty much, as well as a point system. So this is a legit season, guys. Now sadly it's only available to members of my club that I am currently in. But if you guys want to see footage of that, you guys do want to join, let me know and I will definitely try recording some of these races. Now again, they will be hour-long races. If you guys want to see those, I will post those. I will also try and post a highlight reel for those that want to watch highlights, just to try and cater to you guys out there in the community. I know some of you like long videos, I know some like short, and I also know that my voice annoys some of you. I'm not going to complain, I know it annoys a lot of people. But anyhow, that's aside from the races, guys. I do have some updates about the 2018 Mustang. As I said last week, it will be debuting the week of the 16th. So that is from Monday on, guys. Definitely looking forward to seeing it this week. Shelby America has a Mustang coming out on, I think it's the 19th, which will probably be Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not looking at a calendar right now. But when that debuts, it's unclear whether that's going to be based off the 2017 Mustang or the 2018. But from the looks of what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be their version of the GT500 KR, which would make sense since it is going to be a 2018 based off of their company. They're classifying it as a 2018, and it is 50 years since the last GT500 KR was made. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the GT500 KR, that was a limited production vehicle made by Ford and Shelby, and it was dubbed KR because it was King of the Road. Now, if you guys want to If you guys have not heard of that, please look that up. I will leave a link to the history of the GT500 KR in the description box for those who are interested. For those who are not, it's okay. Just there in case anyone is wanting to do some research on the Mustang's history. And I'll tell you what, these driver toys are tough as shit right now. Then again, my driving's not the best either because they keep brake checking me, but at least we're not in last. That's what counts. We're ahead of the other Corvette. Now sadly I didn't see any Porsches in the list, but I do know that in the straightaways this thing is faster than the Porsche in a straight line. I've already tested it against a couple Porsches online, and in a straight line it is going to smoke the Porsche. If I can keep controlling the corners, we should not have any trouble beating a few of the people in the Porsches. Now the Jaguars and the BMWs are what had me worried. I had a hard time keeping up with those. And again, I will be competing against LMP1 cars. So you will be seeing me get lapped in those races because those LMP1 cars do reach top speeds of about 190, almost 200 miles an hour. So expect me to be getting lapped by those cars. Not surprised with those. Turn 1 I really need to work on because I have not hit it perfectly until, I mean that was close to being perfect, but it was not a perfect entry. And now I just lose it right there. So definitely gotta keep working on turn 1. That's the biggest issue at this track, is that first corner. And the fact I can't keep from sliding it for some reason. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Luckily we have not had any suspension damage throughout this race so far. I'm not going to lose to a Corvette though. Shite. As you guys can see from that first time where I tried Daytona, as you can see, lap times are cleaner, lap line is a lot cleaner, which has come with the practice. And hit the tire wall. Now the only reason I have that bottom right gauge down there, guys, the bottom right HUD, is not for the gauges. I'm using the actual gauges on the car. I'm using that down there for the tire pressure and my fuel line, fuel tank, so I can know how much fuel I have left. Bus stop is my favorite part of this track. It's where I make up the most positions. Let's see if we can just beat our other Corvette. I will be happy in this race. I mean, I'm still gonna keep practicing, trying to go and improve these lap times, try and get a lap time of 151. But with these AIs, it is hard to get a clean lap because they brake check you so much. Don't slide, there we go. And I messed that turn up completely. Into the wall we go. Son of a shit. Now I'm not, as I said before, guys, I am not the best racer out there. I never claimed to be. But I do my best to entertain you guys, bring you guys quality videos, and just have fun because YouTube is my dream. I mean, something I've wanted to do for a long time, as well as just bringing you guys content. I mean, I've always wanted to go and show what I can do out there, and just never had a chance until I got the Xbox One. I mean, that's why the moment I got it, I started practicing on here. I started practicing on Forza Horizon, and trying to get good so I can get some quality stuff out there for you. Now I know you guys are probably missing the drifting content on the channel. That will be coming next week. Trust me, that is making a return. I do a drift video tomorrow, and we finally messed up on that. Alright. Down to first gear we go. Also guys, I do have a surprise guest coming to the channel here in the next couple weeks. Depends on when he is available, but within the next couple weeks, be sure to be keeping an eye out on the channel. I got a special guest coming, and he is well deserved of a spot on here on the channel. I'm not going to tell you guys any details. Just keep in mind that he is well deserved of a spot on this channel. And I think you guys will like what I'm doing. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking forward to that and you want to see who that special guest is, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and definitely we'll keep going. Now, obviously we're not going to beat the Corvette. We're not going to beat any of them, but we are trying to run a clean lap here for this final 2 laps. We are going to try and run clean, just practice our lines. Not really going to worry about position anymore, as that is now irrelevant. Just going to worry about getting clean lines, staying on the track, and getting things going for this race. I think one thing I should have done was limit the aggressiveness of the drivers, but then again, the reason why I didn't is because of the fact that online you can never tell how aggressive someone is going to be. See if I can make this bus stop. There we go. Perfect slowdown. Cut the grass too much right there. Crap. Ah, shoot. Now I'm trying to get as clear of a line as I can get, as clear of a lap as I can get. If you guys have any advice, let me know. Definitely appreciate it. Probably taking this turn a little too cautiously, but I don't want a wheel spin. So there we go. Now this is a custom tune, guys. I mean, I did have help. If you guys have not heard of the Forza Tune 6 app, for those of you who are not good at tuning but want to get good at tuning, for $2, or if you can find a Android app that'll let you get it for free. Not that I'm saying you should do that, but just saying if you want to go the illegal route, you could do that. But for $2, you can get an app on the Android and iPhone. If I'm not mistaken, it is on iPhone. Called Forza Tune 6. What you do is you put in the stats of your car, guys, and it will tune it for you. So definitely check that out. I've had since Forza 4. Always helped when I was in a bind. Usually I try to get the tunes myself, but when I'm in a bind, I can't figure out what's going on with the car. Cannot get it to handle right. Use that tune app. It will give you a very basic tune, as well as showing you how to correct any flaws in the tune that you have done. So, like if it understeers, it will tell you how to correct that. Just basic tuning advice. If nothing else, just get it for that advice alone. Again, it's $2. Definitely check that out. Better than any online tuner that you can find. If you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. It is your man Twisted Drifter, and I'm out.